Good morning. Oh my gosh. So it was really hard to get up this morning. The day 3 of Creative Mornings with Heidi. So thank y'all for being here. And I wanted to talk to you about painting today. So again, these mornings will be different subjects every day and different things. And I'm so sorry about the sliding. Different subjects every day, and today is going to be about painting. Oh, good morning, Michelle. You are so awesome getting up with me. Thank you. I know, I'm like, what did I schedule myself? Oh my gosh. But I wanted to talk about painting because I have been doing different kind of paintings for many, many years, and this is one of the really popular ones right now, the Sunflower Enjoy Every Moment. So first off, just on there, if you want to write, or type out if you paint or not. And if you do paint, please type out what kind of paintings you do. And I'm going to tell you a quick story while you're typing that out. Okay, so my job, painting, my business where I teach people how to paint step by step has really, sometimes people think, oh, it's just a paint party. It's nothing special. Well, here's the thing. I'm not out there teaching people fine arts, like serious fine arts. That's not what I'm out there doing. I'm out there connecting to people, helping people see that there's other ways to deal with stress, other ways to deal with things that are maybe going on in their life. And it's not just always about, okay, if this art isn't exactly perfect, then it's going to be everything, right? Let's see, I would in a moment to hear you and know I paint, yes. Well, thanks, Michelle. Yeah, and if you like these videos, make sure you hit like, and if you think somebody else can benefit from them, make sure you share. So it's not about me going, okay, I'm teaching you a fine art painting in 2 hours or 2.5 hours, like you saw there. Yes, for beginner painters, a sunflower is hard. But if you've been painting a long time, this is something you can do no problem. But what I found is a few years back I was teaching. I have many, many stories like this, but I'm only going to share one because I'm going to try to keep the Creative Mornings with Heidi at 10 minutes, okay? So that way you know that you can just get, some quick inspiration and then go on for your day. And so what one time I was teaching this whole group of people, and it was a canvas painting, and this lady, she was just running around taking pictures. She was an older lady, and I was like, come on, you need to paint with us. And she said, oh my gosh, no, I couldn't. And so she's running around like a crazy person taking pictures. So I circle again, and I'm like, would you please paint with me? I'll take pictures, please paint. And she's like, well, when I was in 3rd grade, and now this is like a 76-year-old woman. She said, when I was in 3rd grade, and my art teacher, which if you're an art teacher, please don't be this art teacher. My art teacher scolded me for how I was drawing. And it just broke my heart because I'm like, here a lady is 76 years old and still has issues with trying to not paint because somebody had kind of scolded her when she was in 3rd grade. So she didn't pick up any paintbrushes the rest of her life because she was scared that she might not do a good job. And I don't know about you, but when you're in 3rd grade, you are still learning, right? You're still learning how to create. I mean, I'm 38 and I'm still learning so many new techniques. So for somebody, especially in art, to kind of scold them just hurt my heart. So I told her, I made a promise. I said, I promise you, if you paint, you will get nothing but positive feedback. I mean, I don't even care what it looks like. Just have fun. And so by the end of the painting session, this lady is literally dancing with her paintbrush. She's standing up. She's painting on her paintbrush. She is like totally into it. Just the biggest smile on her face. And I remember taking her picture and she's holding her painting and she's just like this, And I was so happy for her. And then in a second, I was so sad for her. And let me explain. The reason why I'm so sad for her is because she let somebody else dictate what she was going to do for, 70 years? Almost 70 years? She didn't pick up a paintbrush because of what one person said almost 70 years ago. And so my heart hurt because I thought of all those times, like I remember back in my early 20s, I was speaking to an artist, and I was just at a friend's house, and she was an artist, and she was showing some of her artwork. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I was as good as you. And she said something that will stick with me forever, and that's why I never stopped painting. She said, well, if you're this good now, think about how good you'll be when you're my age. And she was in her 60s at that time. And it made me think, it was the first time it hit me like, oh my gosh, I can keep practicing and keep practicing and keep practicing and having fun while I practice. And then when I'm older, even be better, you know? When I interviewed Margaret Keane, she's the Big Eyes painter. I interviewed her a few years ago. And I think she was 80-ish something at the time when I interviewed her. And she's still painting. And that's what she said. I said, well, do you enjoy your life? You know, and she's like, yes, I wake up every day and paint. And on my calendar today says paint day. Like I have some commissions I'm working on and some events that are coming up that I'm working on. And so I'm like, it's paint day, you know, like it doesn't get any better than that for me. Like either laying out in the sun by a pool or painting all day are like my two favorites. So put on here your favorites. If painting's your favorite, if reading, if you go skateboarding, I don't know. Put on here if you want to type in what's your favorites. That would be awesome. So the reason I tell you that story is because I don't want you to have one or two people say something negative that makes you think that, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Because that is the sleeping. Yes, sleeping right now. Oh my gosh. I know this 6:30 challenge for myself has definitely put me out of my comfort zone. That's for sure. So what I don't want you to do is have one or two people, regardless of what it is, whether you're trying to do a new hobby, maybe you're trying to start learning how to teach paint parties, which I have a boot camp where I teach people all over the world virtually how to throw paint parties. Whether it's you're just wanting to try something new. Maybe you want to start swimming. I remember in college I had to take one extra credit, and the only one that would fit in my schedule was an early morning swim class. And I thought, I know how to swim. Like, why am I going to this stupid thing? You know, I thought it was going to be dumb, you know? And then I realized I did not know how to swim. There are like different things for swimming. There's different strokes, there's different moves, there's different like ways, you know, that you can swim. And I learned so much in that short little semester. And I also had the best body ever that semester as well, because when you're a swimmer, it's like nothing moves, like everything works out at the same time. So I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I just fell in love with swimming, like fell in love with it that semester. And that was just like an accident. So if somebody's telling you there's something you can't do, and you love it, I challenge you not to listen to that. Because there's so many things, if I would have listened to certain things about things I wanted to try or things I wanted to do, and I would have never experienced them. And maybe it's something I experienced and I'm like, maybe that's not for me, but at least I gave myself the opportunity to experience it. So if y'all have any questions, please comment below. And I'm going to show you something with one of my paintings too. But comment below, because every morning, Monday through Thursday, I am sleeping in on Fridays. Every morning, Monday through Thursday, I will be answering your questions. So if you have questions about business, about paint parties, about art in general, anything like that, attitude, I really try to strive to always have a positive attitude, even when times really, really suck and when times are really hard. Oh yes, and the Houston people, we've been praying for them and checking in. Two of my brothers live in Houston, and some of my best friends, and so we've been checking in on them all the time, making sure they're okay. So keep them in your prayers, because right now they're all going through a really hard time. So if there's anything you want to learn on this Facebook Live in the mornings, post below, and then I will talk about it the very next day. So I was going to show y'all again this painting that's been really popular. I've booked a lot of events with this painting, and this one, a few people are liking the Happy Fall, but I think once they see the Enjoy Every Moment, they want to do this one because they feel like they can keep it up all year, which you can. But I wanted to show you my little trick for this. So always, oh, good morning, Stephanie. Thank you for joining. And I hope I get to see you Saturday. Yay. Family party. So this right here, so what I've done, like in the past, I've always, oh, and then my 10 minutes is up. I gotta hurry up. So I always have, I used to freehand for people or have them freehand. So, we would do this really cool painting, kind of like the sunflower here, and then I would have them freehand it. Oh yes, the Simply Blessed. Well, I ordered this stencil for Simply Blessed. You can see it's already been through the ringer. But I'm actually going to be making some vinyl cutouts for that today. And what I mean by vinyl cutouts is when you're teaching beginner paintings to a lot of beginner people, this is like their best friend, okay? So instead of me trying to run around and help freehand or get it started for them, if I have a group of 100 people at a time I'm trying to teach, these are your best friend. And I use a company called US Cutter. If you have questions about that, let me know. We have like a Texas Art and Soul starter pack, which is awesome. It kind of gives you everything you need to get started. And this basically, you teach them. It's kind of like putting a sticker on a card decal. So you peel off the back, stick it to your painting, and then peel off the front. And then you can dab it. So when you pull it off, all that leaves behind are your stenciling, okay? So it's really great. It's really great for teaching beginning painting, and it's really great for you too if you're trying to do some fun signs. And again, I'm not here saying that's like massive fine artwork here, okay? So those of you that might be artists listening going, that's not really art. That's not my goal here. My goal is to create art and create some paintings, but where other people can create them too, because I find there's so many benefits when you're not just on your cell phone, when you're not just working, when you're actually unplugging and connecting and talking to the person next to you. So anyway, I hope you'll have a great day and tune in tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about how to handle more, which I know you're probably thinking in your head, I have enough, I don't need to handle more, but I'm going to give you some tips that are going to help you get past that mindset of I'm too busy, I'm too busy, I'm too busy. So I want you to, whenever you're talking to people, hey, how you doing? Your comment isn't, oh my gosh, I'm so busy. Okay, so I'm going to help you with that. So give some likes, some hearts if this helped you. If you are, oh, thank you, Stephanie. That made my day. And I feel awful because I was like trying to hurry and put on makeup, because if this comes to the table right out of bed with no makeup, y'all probably won't watch my Facebook Lives. Just saying. It ain't too pretty. All right. Well, I hope y'all have a great day. And tomorrow, tune in. And if you like this video and can help other people, or maybe you know people that are interested, please share. And I will see y'all in the morning. Bye, guys.